What's happening, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, people, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, it was revealed last week on Amir Khan's brother's Instagram that there could potentially be a rematch here between Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Of course, there was a rematch clause in the contract, and according to Amir Khan's brother, Amir Khan is set to invoke that rematch clause. Now, how much of this will you believe? I'm not sure. I have my doubts, to be honest. You heard Khan's words after the fight. He pretty much sounded intent on retiring at that point. He said he didn't have as much love for the game anymore. It feels like he's done enough. And, you know, you saw his face afterwards. He's 35 years old, Amir Khan. That was a pretty bad beating that he took against Kell Brook. And, you know, the wide opinion amongst all boxing fans worldwide was that that was going to be Khan's, probably his last fight. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, I saw the Instagram post that his brother put up, and, you know, he was basically saying that Amir Khan doesn't want to go out like that and would be willing to fight Kell Brook again in a rematch. Kell Brook has since responded to those comments and said, look, if he wants another beating, I'll happily give it to him. But yeah, I don't know where to go with this, man. Honestly, I think that it was that one-sided. I don't think it will happen. I'm not sure what the ulterior motives are with regards to invoking that rematch clause or not. Of course, there were talks about Kell Brook fighting Conor Benn, and Eddie Hearn suggested this in an interview last week. He said that, you know, if Amir Khan was to invoke that rematch clause, then that would involve some sort of step-aside money for Amir Khan. But Eddie Hearn wasn't buying it, because he was basically saying that Amir Khan was never going to take the rematch against Kell Brook anyway. So essentially, he'll be paying Amir Khan for nothing, if that makes sense. So I don't know what the situation is. Could this be a ploy from Team Khan to just get extra money to kind of pad up their bank account before they retire? Could that be a smart move from them? Or is Khan really serious about fighting Kell Brook again? Like I said, it was pretty one-sided, that fight was. Amir Khan started off okay in probably the first round, and then literally at the end of that round, he got clipped, and we saw what happened there. There was nothing to suggest in that fight that a rematch would be any competitive, and I don't think the public would buy into it, man. I don't know. Surely not. Not the way how that fight ended, man. It was pretty one-sided for me. Took a bit of a beating there, Amir Khan. And do you want to see him go in there and take another beating? Not for me. It is his career, though. It is down to him what he decides to do. But how legitimate are these claims from him and his team that they will be taking a rematch clause with Kell Brook? Haven't heard anything since that post was put out last week, but surely not. Surely not, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. But let me know what you guys think, man. Maybe you might have more information than I do. I don't know if Amir Khan's brother has since spoken about that post. It could be all a ploy, man. You never know in this boxing game. People have ulterior motives. Does Khan really want to go in there again? Especially considering his comments after the fight. You think what he was saying directly after the fight, man. He was literally saying, my heart's not in this anymore. You know, it's looking like I will retire. He basically retired without officially announcing it. I was hoping that we'd get that official announcement soon. But you know what fighters are like, man. They go away for a bit. They have time to reflect. They feel like they could have done more. If Khan was to take up the rematch with Brook, who would he have in his corner? Would he continue with Bomac? Do they really believe that they could find a way to win? Or would he work with somebody else like Virgil Hunter? Or is there even any point of even divulging into these sort of theories when this rematch is not going to happen anyway? Would it be able to sell? Who knows, man? I mean, they are two big names, but it was pretty one-sided the first time round. There were no excuses from Amir Khan as to why he performed that way. I mean, he didn't perform in a bad way, but there were no excuses as to why he was beaten so comprehensively that night. You know, some fighters say they got a bad shoulder, or, you know, it was a bad decision or whatever. Like, no, he was beaten comprehensively for 6 rounds. The referee had to jump in. So what in that particular fight there would help sell a rematch? Nothing for me. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.